In this video, we will explore about the basic principles of interaction with companies and clients. This guide is designed to help research analysts understand how to interact with management, how to report ethically, and what professional qualities are needed to succeed in this field. To start, we must understand why talking to people matters in the digital age. On the screen, you can see two key concepts. First, we have internet power. While the internet gives you the ability to acquire a lot of information quickly, it has its limits. This brings us to the second concept, direct interaction. Speaking directly with management provides unique insight into the company's vision and their strategy to achieve desired goals. This is something internet research simply cannot substitute. However, there is a warning sign here. We face the risk of misleading information. Sometimes, management may exaggerate positives, painting rosy pictures to influence market prices. Therefore, your action plan should always be to cross-verify claims before making any recommendation. Since these direct interactions are so valuable, you need to be ready before you walk into the room. This leads us to pre-meeting research. Management interviews are rare opportunities, so you must maximize them by preparing thoroughly. As you can see in the cycle on the screen, there are 5 areas to focus on. You need to look at goal versus achievement verification to see if they met past targets. You must study company products and industry dynamics as well as the competitor landscape. Finally, you should review financial information and read annual reports to understand the direction of the company. Once you are in the meeting, your mindset is critical. This brings us to the principle of independence and neutrality of view. Imagine a weighing scale like the one shown here. On one side, you have factual information and on the other, personal inclinations. A good analyst must maintain an unbiased opinion and uphold strict independence. Your analysis must rely on facts, not personal feelings. There is also a crucial rule mentioned here. You must explicitly request management not to reveal non-public information, as acting on that would be unethical. However, management is not the only source of information. You should also leverage your network. As the diagram shows, the company is at the center, but it is surrounded by many other voices. You can gain insights from competitors, suppliers, distributors, and retailers. You can also talk to customers and experts or professionals in the field. A very important group shown here is the operational staff. They are often called the heartbeat of the company because they understand the day-to-day reality better than anyone else. When you do speak to these people, how you ask questions matters. We call this clarity of questions. Think of this like hitting a target. For preparation, you must have a clear and specific set of questions. For your tool, it is advisable to use a structured questionnaire to manage time effectively. Your ultimate goal is to gain a precise understanding of operations and future progress. If you go in unprepared, you might waste the limited time you have. After the research is done, the next step is telling your clients what you found. Let us look at the guidelines for client reporting. First, be realistic. Your suggestions must be based on facts and figures, avoiding unnecessary optimism or pessimism. Second, focus on your writing style. Your communication must be simple, clear, and concise. Third, ensure transparency. You must disclose any conflict of interest, such as your own shareholding in the company beforehand. Continuing with these guidelines, we have 3 more pillars to consider. First is clarity. Any assumptions you make must be stated clearly. You should avoid abbreviations and jargon or explain them simply if they are necessary. Second is technology. You can use recording devices during interviews to ensure accuracy, but only with due consent from the other party. Third is compliance. You must follow all SEBI rules and regulations in both letter and spirit to remain ethical. To summarize the workflow, let us look at the role of RAs or research analysts. It is a three-step process. First, you collect data from reliable sources. Second, you interpret data through careful analysis. Third, you recommend usable advice to your client. As the banner at the bottom emphasizes, this entire process must be performed with utmost sincerity, honesty, and ethics. To perform this role well, you need a specific blend of skills. As shown in this diagram, a research analyst needs both quantitative skills and qualitative skills. Quantitative skills involve comfort with numbers and analyzing financial factors. Qualitative skills involve having a methodical and inquiring mind and understanding business models. Where these two circles overlap, we find synthesis. This is the ability to identify trends, see interrelationships, and form a solid investment conclusion. Finally, let us list the specific qualities that are desired in a good research analyst. You need to be good with numbers and proficient in Excel and analytical tools. You must have clarity in financial concepts and the ability to comprehend financial statements. You also need the ability to ask pertinent questions and have a sharp attention to details. But above all, as highlighted at the bottom, the core requirement is communication skills, both written and verbal.